This video will be about this part of the powder measure. So to date, I'm not real impressed with the Dillon powder measure. Old design. It's got a couple of quirks that I'll go over in a different video that I'm going to bypass. But for now, let's focus on how to adjust this particular powder bar. So I'll show you in another segment of this video what this looks like taken apart. But essentially, the only way to adjust this in terms of grain measurement is by twisting this with a wrench. And Dillon's wrench that isn't included with the kit and sold separately for like $20 plus the wrenches for another 20. I think it's $40. That's how you turn this. So I'm going to tonight cover some alternatives to this, which I don't like. The powder bar outside of the powder measure, two parts, one that drops powder and then the powder bar that slides back and forth. And as you can see, by twisting this particular screw, which is a bit of a pain in the butt to do it without any tools, is a major pain. So I opted for some upgrades, and one of them was a blue cap, which is better than having to deal with a wrench. And the blue cap just sits on top of there, and the twisting of the blue cap is what adjusts the power bar, or the powder bar. I think power bar is a Freudian slip. I must be hungry. So what I'm going to do is hopefully try and take this apart by getting this to a point where I can pull this out. And naturally it won't do it for me right now, so I'll probably have to do that off screen. But I was playing with it earlier. I found this online for 10 bucks. I originally thought it was plastic, and it looks like it's aluminum, anodized aluminum. And it's a replacement for this. In fact, what I think I'll do is I'll take this apart off screen, and then I'll be able to use that. So give me a second. A little bit of force is what allows you to take this out. This is held in via pressure in this little throat piece right here. Oh, there's the whole piece. So that's exactly what happens, and then pressure holds that in. It's actually with these two screws in front, or these two washers in front. So that's what holds it in place. And what I thought I would do, excuse me, is replace it with this. And this is doable. It's a nice appearance. Taylor Tactical Supply, more turn clockwise, less turn counterclockwise. And it's not bad. It actually does feel more like plastic, so I think it is plastic. In fact, let me put a magnet to it. Yeah, it is plastic. It just has a finish that looks like polished aluminum. So it's a plastic piece, so it's actually something like this, only this is gaudy and big and kind of cheesy. And I don't actually remember what it came with. This is bare bones minimum, and to do this with a wrench is ridiculous. So I'm thinking both those are out. I bought this and thought this would be my solution. And then I stumbled online with this one, which is all steel. Looks like a single bar and machined. It's got probably almost three times the thickness of this, and the weight. It's pretty heavy. This is solid. Again, I like the machining. It's got some nice knurling and graduations in terms of the twisting and turning. So I'm thinking that this is the one I'm going to go with. I just like the look. It's pretty solid. It's not only 3 times the thickness of this, it's 3 times the cost of that. So I think this will go back, and this will be my choice. So let me put this together and show you what it looks like in the press. Front picture of this as well, but I'm calling this success. I've oiled it as well as dry lubed. Oil in terms of this bottom screw, dry lube in terms of the friction here. And you can see the powder bar moving. So it's very fluid. And it's a lot nicer than dealing with a wrench. All right, I'll get a front shot here. Front shot clears the primer tube, and I'll go into a separate video probably tomorrow all about the powder drop, primer tube, touching the bullet feeder, hitting the bullet feeder, and my discussions with Dillon. First call, and I'll say mixed reviews, but I'll save that for tomorrow's video. I think this is a winner. That's very cool. I love machine product, and it's heavy duty and will last a lifetime. It'll just need to be oiled because I'm sure it will rust.